All right, we're here in downtown Dayton, right in front of Don's Pawn Shop, and this is the Dayton Does Dayton television show. Who do we got here today?
Hi, I'm Mason Rounds. I live here
Great.
in Dayton.
So you live here in Dayton. What part of Dayton do you live in?
I live in the Oregon District.
The Oregon District. All right. Do you go to Blind Bob's a lot?
I do.
All right. What's your favorite bar in the Oregon District? Favorite club?
favorite bar in the Oregon District? Hole in the Wall is a solid go-to. Can't forget about Trolley Stop there. They got great live music.
They got great food at Trolley Stop too.
That too.
You ever have the double dogs?
The double dogs? No, I haven't had that one yet.
What about the what is it? Chicken corn chowder soup? Something like that.
Chicken corn chowder soup. That's a good one.
I love that one.
Lucky's is also a great bar too.
They got good chicken strips there, don't they?
Yeah, I can't beat their brunch.
What about what was that though? The pickle soup at Blind Bob's. Do you like that? You ever
I'm
had
not
that
too
before?
much of a pickle soup guy, but I've heard good stories.
What about the buffalo wings? They got kind of a zesty buffalo wing.
Yeah.
Awesome. We'll stop talking about that. Let's get to what we're going to talk about. So you live in the Oregon District. Are you originally from Dayton?
Yeah, actually, I was born in Dayton. I kind of grew up down south in Middletown, but went to school around here, and then after graduation, I couldn't leave.
Or do you used to hang out at the town mall a lot?
Town mall,
Middletown?
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's a bit of a throwback, but yeah.
Very cool. All right, so what do you think about downtown Dayton in general? Do you think it needs some improvements right now?
I think downtown's been improving in the past, 10 years since we had the Depression and whatnot, but it's been a long road. We're slowly working our way back. It definitely could use some improvements as far as infrastructure. Businesses kind of left here, and we need some more businesses kind of to come back. And I think that's going to bring a lot of people in here, and that's kind of what we need. We have a lot of empty streets, but there's still a lot of good businesses around this town, and it's called the Gem City for a reason. I think that every now and then you find this diamond in the rough, and it's I think that embodies the whole Gem City ideals. We're pretty rough around the edges, but we're a pretty good spot.
Yeah, a lot of great things have happened here in Dayton with the NFL and the Wright brothers and on and on. A lot of great things in Dayton. What is the worst thing about Dayton, Ohio? What do you think is the worst thing about Dayton, Ohio, in your humble opinion?
Just in my opinion, I think some of the stigma of it. I think there's been some tragedies that have happened in the past couple months and last year, and I think people kind of push Dayton to the side and they kind of just forget about it and see it for just face value and not really looking into it. But you can say that about a lot of different cities, and you just kind of want to give it the opportunity. And I think if you give it a shot, you might find some stuff that you really like. Okay.
Now, one last thing before we go. Do you think that it's affordable to live in downtown Dayton? You said you were from the Oregon District. Do you think it's affordable for most people to live in downtown Dayton?
That's a tough question because I think most people is a pretty interesting. It's hard to define most people. I think below or above the poverty line would be one place to look at it, and I think there are some areas that you could live, but it's slowly becoming more expensive in the city and then stretching outwards. So it's cheaper to live outside the city and then maybe work inside. But I think they're kind of doing that maybe for a reason. I think gentrification is kind of having a large role in that. Whether you're for it or against it, I think that's just the way that things are moving, and trying to pump money into the city kind of increases the property value and increases the property taxes along with it. So, it's kind of like you said, a catch-22 where you improve things, but it makes it more expensive to live in that location. So that is one of the great things about living in Dayton. It is pretty cheap. So relatively to the rest of the United States, it's a pretty awesome place to live. So I think I'm going to stick around.
All right. One last thing before we go. If you had one thing to tell Dayton's mayor, Nan Whaley, give it to her. What do you have to say? What do you want to say to her?
Thank you. I appreciate the things that you've done for our city. Appreciate Gem City Shine, working with Dave Chappelle and just kind of being able to put that on. I really appreciated that, being from the Oregon District. Also, I think there's a long road ahead of us, but as long as we have good people willing to do the work, there's really nothing we can't do.
Great. All right. Who do we have here again?
Mason Rounds.
All right. This has been the Dayton Does Dayton television show here in downtown Dayton, just outside Don's Pawn Shop. What are you shopping for today?
Shopping? Adventure.
Adventure. Have a great day, sir. Thank you
Thank you much.